Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Let's talk Hand of Fate. So, for those of you who have not been following the Twitter, you may not have heard the craziness that's gone on lately. Basically, long story short, I recorded about an hour of Hand of Fate, a couple episodes worth, and the footage got completely and totally lost. Which is, of course, a bit of a disaster of sorts, because the game autosaves, and thus the continuity of the project is completely and totally borked. Events that, because I've done events now that, off camera that just have been done. I've gotten tokens, I've gotten equipment, I did a whole bunch of awesome stuff. It was a great episode, too, and I'm really, really, really frustrated by this. I've been really hardcore on tilt with just a lot of things. Because this is like Shadows of Almi level of just disaster, and that's still a project that I'm still very distraught about, and that was years ago, so I take my projects very seriously. I take, how I present my work to I'm a very perfectionist in a sense, I suppose, almost to a fault, and this has, of course, been just a major blow, because now I have no idea what to do with the project. Granted, it wasn't meant to be like this full crazy project in the first place, and I've only been kind of continuing it because of a lot of feedback, but also it's not a very popular project. It's a game that kind of has its own demographic, and while I'm very much part of that demographic, perhaps the general population is not as much, which, of course, I totally understand. So, basically, I'm kind of left in this spot of what do I do with the project? Because right now, the continuity of the current run is kind of completely ruined, but I got really far with it, so I could start over, but we'd end up with, so I can, have progress on the level again, but, it would involve having different weapons and quests and everything else anyway, because that's the nature of the game. So, I'm kind of like, okay, how do I handle this situation? And there's a few ways to do it. First way would just be to accept the fact that you guys aren't going to see a good chunk of equipment and stuff and whatnot, and the continuity of the project is completely kind of borked. And as much as I don't really necessarily like the idea of doing that, though, because I like my projects to be sort of one continuous mass, and having any sort of continuity breach really throws off a lot of what I enjoy about it. So I don't know if that's the best solution, but that is a solution. The other solution, one solution, obviously, is just to drop the project. I don't know if it's really that popular, if people want to see more of it. Maybe I've shown enough of it? Question mark. It's an option. I'm going to leave that. I'm basically going to straw pull off all these options in the description below, so vote to one of those. But that's also an option if people are just like, okay, you've had your fill, it's all good, we're perfectly fine with just letting it go. That's perfectly cool, too. If I get that feedback, that's certainly an option. The third option, the one I'm kind of leaning towards in terms of continuing the project, would be to stream a new run of it and then upload the streams to YouTube as sort of a Hand of Fate, redo sort of thing. The perk of that being, it's really hard to lose footage on stream because it's saved on Twitch, and I can then, upload the Twitch footage, and anything that's basically seen by you guys almost always would have its means to be shown. So it kind of solves that issue then, just from the fact that, it exists on Twitch and I won't be able to lose the footage. So perhaps for games that autosave in the future, maybe streams might actually be the better way to do it in the future. So I don't really know. It's kind of a really tough pickle, and I wanted to get some audience feedback because obviously I care a lot about my audience. It's very much my sort of thing, is just hearing what you guys want and sort of going along with that flow, in a sense. Well, for a lot of things, I know the channel's been kind of rocky the past bit because of just trying to shift in new directions, blah, 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 blah. We don't need to go into all this right now, but point is, I love you guys, and I want to have your opinions when I'm making a decision on how to do a project. So basically, in the description below, there'll be a straw poll of the three options I mentioned. I would really appreciate just some input on what you guys think is the best way to proceed. So, sorry about the tech issues. It's frustrating. As frustrating as it is for you guys, it's about 50 times more frustrating for me. So please be understanding that things have just been kind of crazy, and there's only so much I can do about it. I am human, and I appreciate the ability to be treated as human with mistakes and madness and craziness that is life. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and end this video. Thank you all for watching. This is LuckySevenDX. If we even get enough support for right now, I might even do the stream that's happening really soon. be part Hand of Fate. So vote ASAP, and that might even be a part of today's stream, because I was just going to do other stuff. So let me know, and who knows what'll happen. So I will see you guys then, and I will see you guys in the stream, and I'll see you guys in more videos. Bye-bye.